In an alternative universe, my mother would understand just how little is wrong with loving the same gender. My father would still dance at my wedding. They would still murmur prayers for my happiness and the health of my children. In this universe, though, I represent a menace. Equal parts disease and defiance. My mother will curse herself for tainting her mother's name on this child, this illness. In this universe, my father's face won't break into a smile, but crumble left side first into a stroke at the news of my lover. The irony is we've fled our homeland for not understanding our differences. The irony is they'll throw the weight of this place on my different identity at the first convenience. Call my illness Western nonsense. And once again, I'll remember home is where I come to bear the scars I was saved from. I'll remember again, home knows no love. And my scars will bleed even if it runs in more colors than just red. In this universe, the rainbow flag will become the very coffin dress they'll talk about how much they love me at my funeral. And I hate myself for sounding ungrateful, for spitting spite at my mother's ignorance, the way my father's indifference will become the very excuse for me hating men. And trust me, if I had the choice, I'll unlearn the feminine anatomy, but it's my heart that craves this beauty, not my fingertips. This closet of mine is a tomb. My closet, my cumbersome crawl space is the only haven I decorate in metaphors of my embellished existence. My parents will never hear them. They'll never feel the braille of the abuse on my skin. In an alternative universe, my mother would sit at the front of this crowd, proud of the way I can be vulnerable for once. That her daughter isn't a barren desert, tattooed with cynicism, but fuzzy with the hope that she too is capable of love. In an alternative universe, my mother and I would find solutions to all my people's social ailments. We'll learn how to organize a pride march in Turkey that won't end with hundreds of casualties. We'll learn, for example, how to help trans sex workers unionize so fucking hard that their abusive clients would receive their manhood in brown envelopes addressed to their wives. We'll give lessons to women, for instance, on how to pluck their husband's eyes out the first time they see bruises on their bodies before one is murdered every minute. We'll learn how to allow our sons to cry past the age of 8, to cry and cry and cry so hard that all their internalized aggression is washed away with their fragile masculinity. Our daughters will sit in classrooms and learn that no price of dowry could ever be placed between their thighs, that their sexuality would never end opposite a gun held by their brothers. In this one, however, my mother vilifies me for wearing a t-shirt cut too low. That this garment is a woven invitation for all the villains to gawk over. In this universe, my mother doesn't call this control. She calls it protection. She lectures me every morning about how her honor is worth more than my livelihood, and that every act of rebellion is chiseling away at her legacy, at my purity. Mother, don't you see I am tainted? I have more colors to my name than money in my savings. I am bruised, mother. I am bruised from all the times I tried to love a man and failed. I wasn't made to bear the lashes of home or him or you, for that matter. I have suffered enough. Don't you see, mother, I bled, I am no virgin. I am red and green and blue like the ocean we crossed to become free. But I know no freedom, mother. I'm dying in my cage. Thank you.